Hi. Today we're going to cover a few topics. One of them is going to be about how corrupt and how broken our country is. We've had this structure of capitalism in effect for like more than 200 years. Most structures do not last that long. And we were warned that our structure would break, and it would break from within. And the truth of the matter is that we have broken from within. We have overly entrusted our politicians, assuming that they would do the right thing, and they did not. You look at our country, and you look at all the countries around the world, they're all broke. They're all minus trillions of dollars. And the reason for that is because our political leaders, they all fight to get elected, and the reason they fight to get elected is so they can get a bigger share of the money that we contribute to the government in form of taxes and use it to enhance their lives, their families' lives, and their friends' lives. They do not care about us. They do not care about leaving the country in better shape than when they went in office. All they care about is lining their pockets and getting a bigger slice of the pie for them, their family, and friends. The system is broken. It's broken from within, and it cannot be fixed. It cannot be fixed until the people have the right to enact term limits, to enact a lot of changes that the politicians control now. The politicians control the rules. They vote on the rules, so they're naturally going to say no term limits, so they can stay in office longer. And if you look at all the problems that we have today, 90% of them have been in existence for the last 50, 60 years. And yet, we have the same people in charge in our government with 40, 45 years of experience, and they never fixed the problem. You get a loudmouth like Chuck Schumer. This is what should be done, blah, 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 blah. Well, Schumer, you've been there for 12 years. What have you done? You've done nothing. You all talk about what the other guys did as if you weren't part of it. You all are part of our failure that we live with today. And all you want to do is twist the words, change the sound bites to make it look like you're innocent. Let me give you an example. Martha Stewart. You guys hung her out to dry, and you got her to spend some time in jail because of insider trading. Insider trading goes on every day with you guys. Every day it goes on. You got the insight to all the deals being made, to all the things that the other countries want from us. You got an inside track, and you position yourselves and your family to take advantage of it. In particular, the Bidens. Joe Biden, he knew a lot of things that were going on, and he positioned his son because he knew that some trillions of dollars were going to go out for bids, and he made his son form a company so he could be eligible for the bid. And surprisingly, his son's company won the bid and got a lot of money. See, that's insider trading. And if you think about it, if the president makes $250,000 a year, and the other people make less than that, your senators and congressmen, etc., how are they all retiring with anywhere from $5 to $250 million a year? How are they retiring with that type of money? It's called quid pro quo. It's called money under the table. It's called insider trading. It's called staying in power to get a bigger chunk of the pie for you, your friends, and your family. The entire system is corrupt, and the only way it's ever going to get fixed is we need another civil war. A civil war will have us start from the beginning. But sadly enough, because of human nature and because of greed and because of people having self-interest today and not worrying about legacies, no matter what we do after the Civil War, won't last a long time. Because it'll be ingrained with greed. It'll be ingrained by people changing the rules so they can stay in power. That's what all of this is about. Our government has failed us. They have destroyed our country. Like, we got laws we have laws that occasionally are followed, depending on who you are, what you have to offer, what information you have that they don't want to go public. So it's called flexible laws for people with power and money. We follow the Constitution? No, we don't. We pick and choose what we want to follow on the Constitution. And then I love when the politicians come up and say, our founding fathers meant. How do they know what our founding fathers meant? They love something to be open-ended so they can attack the gray area and twist it into getting you to believe what they want you to believe. It's just sickening. The entire process is broken. And then, how many emails you get? How many calls you get? Please contribute to our party. Please contribute to this. So if you think about it now, they want us to contribute to their election so they can get a bigger piece of the pie by stealing our money. So they want us to contribute so they can steal our money. That's ridiculous. And we sit around and just let it happen. And one of the main reasons why it's happened is because we got fat, dumb, and happy and just fell asleep with the wheel and let the politicians change all the rules. We got what we deserve because we were not proactive and not making sure that we were destroyed from the enemy within. The enemy within is our politicians. They should change that word. It shouldn't be politicians. They should be called devils. That's what they are. Devils. Greedy devils that lie, have no conscience, but yet can sleep at night. And they do it with a suit and tie and with a straight face. How can you trust anybody like that? How can one guy say 1 and 1 is 5 and another guy say 1 and 1 is 8? One of them's wrong. Maybe they're both wrong. But we believe them because they got a nice suit on, a tie, they speak the King's English. Don't get fooled by that. That's all the cover of a book. These guys, these people are scoundrels. And that includes the men and the women. They try to divide us. You look at our past presidents, you think the Kennedys cared about the black vote? They used the black vote so they can get elected. The same way now, people are saying, let's take care of the immigrants. And then they want the immigrants to vote so they can get elected. Everything they do is self-serving for themselves. The immigration laws, they could fix them tomorrow, but they don't want to. They don't want a wall down in Mexico or on our southern borders, but they'll have a wall around their house. They'll have private security guards. They'll have cameras up the gazoo to protect their lives, but they don't want the rest of us to be protected because they want more immigrants to come into the country, so they assume they can get more votes. Why do the Democrats insist on letting people that have passed away or have not been heard from in years to stay on the election roll? Why? Why do you want that loophole out there so people could take advantage of it and have double and triple voting and enhance illegal voting? Why? You think our voting systems are fair? Look at Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders got squashed by her because she got these special delegations, the super delegates. She had them in her pocket. He didn't stand a chance, that guy. So how fair is our elections? And then you get delegates who are supposed to support the person who got the most votes in their state, and then they go opposite that when the time comes for them to cast their votes. The whole system is corrupt. We are just like any other country right now. And all I can tell you is it's falling apart, and they selectively follow the laws, and they selectively follow the constitutions or bend the rules and the Constitution to fit their needs. They lie. This impeachment process is a total disgrace to the entire world. It's fictitious. They make it sound like President Trump did something horrendously wrong. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because he wanted to investigate Biden and he wanted to investigate all the corruption that went on with Ukraine, including on how they and Russia interfered in our 2016 election. There's nothing wrong with that. But you speak to the Democrats, they made it sound like, President Trump committed treason. He killed people and stuff. But yet, they'll let President Obama, a little old guy, the media loves him, but he can send billions to Iran on a private plane at night without any congressional approval. He can do whatever he wants. He can lie about Benghazi. Him and the Clintons can do whatever they want. And his entire administration. I mean, Clapper, Brennan, give me a break. These guys shouldn't even been given the post. They're incompetent. They're liars. But what they are is loyal to Obama. And they will lie for him and themselves. And why do you think they go out and occasionally convict someone like Martha Stewart? It's to give you the impression that they're doing their job and they're going after people that are doing things wrong. But in essence, they're doing worse than the people they're going after. So it makes it look like, it appears that they're above board and honest and are not involved in these things. This is a trick with mirrors. They are the criminals. They are the abusers. They are the ones that should be indicted and jailed. And you want to talk about the FBI? Oh my God, go back to Hoover. He did everything he could do to blackmail people in Congress and this and that so he can get what he wanted. This is a way of life. The FBI is not straight and honest. They're straight and honest because you wanted to believe that way. And unfortunately, most of the people that grew up in my generation, we were grown up to believe in Roy Rogers and Dale Evans and, Happy Trails and the good guy always wins and Gene Autry back in the saddle and everything's rosy. That's a bunch of bullcrap. Nothing's rosy. It's a farce put up by the people elected so they could steal your money. That's all I have to say for today. Thank you.